Hello students, hope all of you are fine and all of you have done the homeworks of the previous topics which I have given to you. So today we have reached to the last topic of this chapter, that is circle, and here we will end up with our periodic test 1 syllabus. So let's have a look in the topic circle. Before going to the circle, we need to know what is circle. A circle is a simple closed curve, all of whose points are at the same distance from a given point O in the same plane. So here you can see a circle. At the below I have drawn a figure, I have pasted a figure. Here you see O. O is called the center of the circle. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle. So the distance of O to each and every point on the circle are equal. Okay. Now we will go to the various parts of this circle. So next topic is our parts of circle. You can see this figure in your book also. So what we will define now? We will define a chord, a diameter, a radius. So let's have a look. What are those? What is radius? A line segment joining the center of the circle to any point on the circle is called the radius of the circle. So center and any point on the circle, this is called radius. Then comes chord. A line segment joining any two points on the circle is called a chord. So in the figure you can see the chord. Here MN is the chord. Any 2 point on the circle is called the chord. Now we will go to diameter. What is diameter? A chord. Diameter is also a chord. Remember this, okay? The diameter is the longest chord of the circle. A chord that passes through the center of the circle is called the diameter of the circle. It should pass through the center. That is, it should pass through O. Okay? Now next comes circumference. The distance around a circle is called its circumference. Means the full length of the circle is called its circumference. This full length of the circle is called its circumference. So these are the special part of a circle. There are some more definitions related to this circle. So now let's have a look on them. Few more definitions of circle. First one is sector. A line which intersects or meets the circle at two distinct points is called a sector. You can see here a figure of sector. PQ is a line and this line PQ intersected the circle at point A and B. So PQ is a sector. Then we come to arc. What is arc? A continuous part of a circle is called arc. That means a part of the circle, this darkened part, and it is marked as arc. So here ACB is an arc. Draw the figure with each and every definitions as it has done in this document. Then comes semicircle. A diameter divides a circle into two equal parts, which are called semicircle. So it is a circle and AB is a diameter. It divides the circle into two equal parts. Each part is called a semicircle. Okay. So draw the figures using ruler and compass. Pencil also you will use. Don't use pen in any of the figures. Then comes segment. Previously we have learned about chord. So segment, what is defined? Have a look. A chord AB of a circle divides the area enclosed by it into two parts. So a chord divides the circle into two parts, which are called segment. Here one more thing is there which I need to explain. You can see AB divides the circle into two unequal parts. The smaller part is called the minor segment and the bigger part is called the major segment. Okay, so be careful about minor and major segment. Now next comes the fifth number is sector and quadrant. What does this means? The part of the circle enclosed by any two radii. Now what does radii mean? Radii means it is the plural form of radius. Radii of a circle is called a sector. So two radii, see OA and OB are two radii. So this part is called the sector. Here you can take an example like happy birthday cake. You have taken out a piece after cutting it. That piece is called the sector. And this is the quadrant. Okay, quadrant means to divide a circle into 4 equal parts. Each part is called a quadrant. Quadrant is also a sector. Now sixth last point, it is concentric circles. Two or more circles drawn with the same center are called concentric circles. So here in the figure you can see 1, 2, 3 circles are drawn. All the 3 circles have the same center O and they are one inside the another. These are called concentric circles. So these all are the definitions related to circles. Now I am going to discuss some important facts and points related to this topic. Some important points. The relation between radius and diameter of a circle is there is a relation between diameter and radius. Diameter is twice of radius. That means if radius is 4, then diameter will be 2 into 4, 8. So diameter is always double that of the radius. Okay. In other words, we can say the radius is half of the diameter. Clear? Number 2, in a circle, there will be infinite number of diameters. That means, in a circle, there are unlimited number of diameters. We can say that we can have many diameters in a circle, not 1, 2 only. Okay? Now number 3, the diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Previously only I told the chord which passes through the center is called the diameter, and the diameter is the longest chord of the circle. The fourth number is a quadrant is 1/4 of the circle. That means if we divide the circle into 4 equal part, then one part is called its quadrant. So here only I ends up the explanation. Now I am going to give you some hints related to the last exercise, that is 10E. So let's have a look on it. Here all the things I have explained properly. What are the terms related to that, and this circle is various parts, is various important points to be noted. So now using that concept you have to give the answers of this. So first question is, what shape is the full moon? You can answer. What shape is the wheel of the scooter? You can answer. So one number will be done by the student yourself. Number 2, here is a figure it is given, and from there you have to find out this. It's also very easy. Number 3, one figure is given, from there you have to fill up the blanks. If the concept and the explanation is clear, the students can do by themselves. In question number 4 also, figure is given, seeing that you need to write the answers. In question number 5, true and false, it is very simple. And in question number 6 to 10, there are MCQs. So, the exercise 10E, before going 10E, you go through the explanation part of this video, and one by one you solve all the problems in book. So, with this video, I end up the syllabus of periodic test 1. In my next class, I will send you some worksheets which you will solve by yourself. If you want, you can watch the videos several times, take help from the videos and solve those worksheets. within a very short period of time, we are going to start with the half-yearly syllabus. But please complete your periodic test 1 syllabus first, then you start for the half-yearly. Take care. Thank you.